Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I'm here with another fantastic review of the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat Radien Miraculous Guardian. Now, I have to keep my own personal reserves on the McFarlane toy line because I've known them for quite a while. I've bought in Spawn figures before, and that's what they're mostly famous for. And they've also dabbled in other movie genres. But from what I understand, most McFarlane toys are only meant to be posed in comic book style posing or cover arts or specific scenes from movies that they chose to do. Because I know they've done Matrix figures. I know they've done the Terminator figures. I'm very reserved on my opinion on McFarlane Toys because yeah, I've had a few of them, and there was like only one Spawn figure that I liked, and it was Spawn number 3. If you guys could look that up, it's freaking awesome. That was like my favorite Spawn figure, but I ended up breaking it. So we can see the side of the box shows some pictures of the figure that they use for promotional art, and then on the back of the box it says it has 22 moving parts, points of articulation. We'll see about that. And it also uses the figure once again for its promotional art. Also, guys, if you guys are new to this channel and you like my content, please hit that like button, subscribe, and that bell icon, so that way you guys don't miss fantastic reviews from me, because that's what I do. I review action figures. I review other brick and mortar stores where you can purchase these action figures that you can get to in the LA area, because that's where I'm from. Without further ado, let's get this guy out of his packaging and take a further look at him. So now we got Radien out of his cardboard prison, and you can see he stands very well. He actually stands well enough to be compared to the Storm collectibles. If you guys haven't seen my Storm collectible review of Sub-Zero, go ahead and check out the card, and also a link will be in the description. But he actually stands well with the Storm collectibles. I mean, you can scale them well, you can set them up for matches. You know, if you wanted to do a diorama, it would fit pretty well. So as you can see, this Radien is from Mortal Kombat 11 because he has the amulet around his neck, and you can tell by the getup he's in, this is from Mortal Kombat 11. Now, the paint apps and the detail of this figure is done very well. You could see that the gold is done very well. Let's bring him a little closer. But you can see that the paint is done. There's no smudging anywhere that I can see. Oh, there's some right here, and there's some right here on the gold, and right here the joint doesn't look too clean. But that's always going to happen, guys. When you get a figure and you start messing around with it, the joints, you know, are always the paint. You're going to get paint rub for sure right there. But the color scheme of the green with the nice little darker green wash is done very well. Let's check out those eyes. Let's see if we can get some light in there. I'm gonna lower. So the eyes are painted red. He has some white pupils. So yeah, see the top of the hat. You can tell that it looks like it's, you know, basket weave hat. I'm guessing that's what he's wearing. You know, it has a little rope right here, or sash, or whatever you want to call it. Leave me a comment below if you know what the hell that's called. So there's a lot of detail in this figure. You know, McFarlane is very well known for detail when it comes to a figure. He puts detail in everything. I mean, if he wanted to build a Spawn figure to match a comic book cover, he will build the figure to do that. So in this case, you know, I'm pretty sure he's involved in all of that stuff, and he probably scrutinized on how much detail and how accurate this figure has to look from the video game. With that being said, I mean, you can see the figure stands very well. It has good paint apps. I mean, there's a few little issues with the paint. Other than that, looks fine. You know, nothing to gripe about. But let's get into what everybody's waiting for. Articulation time. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, swivel, bend at the elbow, swivel, hinge, swivel, an immaculate spread. Leg moves up, moves back. We have a bend at the knee, another swivel. We have a hinge, swivel, pivot, and a hinge. So I have to say, McFarlane did a really good job in the articulation department. This is not just a posable statue, like kind of like how the JoJo figures are. If you haven't seen that review I did, I have a link in the description of my Trisha review that I did, and you could see a big difference on how restricted the articulation. Now, I know I'm cheating here by using the stand, but it's included, which is great, so you can do some dynamic poses. Like you could see right here that the figure scales well with the Storm collectible Sub-Zero. With the paint apps and articulation out of the way, the figure does come with some small accessories that we'll go over in a sec. But let me just keep berating this figure on, you know, it's done very well. I give it a good rating. I mean, I would pick up the rest of the line now that I'm seeing this. I'm actually interested in picking up the Spawn figure that he's done, and I really enjoyed this Raiden figure. I kind of regret missing out on the Sub-Zero and the Scorpion, but I like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 look, so I wish they would have went that route, but you know, that's why we have Storm collectible. So now we're gonna get to the accessory portion, and Raiden comes with 2 slightly opened hands. And then he has 2 fisted hands, or also he has his 2 staff grabbing hands. Real quick, we'll go over the staff. So I guess Raiden in Mortal Kombat 11 comes with this staff, or uses this staff. It has some mystical, magical, mystifying, you know, secret technology of powers that he's able to use. And so you can see it's, you know, a nice wooden staff. The grain of the paint is done very well. It has a good height to it. So it has the detail like if it was a big stick of wood. It has the bandaging or wrapping right here. Let me see if I can get that to focus for you guys. So there we go. So you can see the wrapping right here, and it has all the detail. It really feels like a piece of wood. Like, even though this is made out of plastic, if you were to just leave this like on the ground, people would probably not even pay attention to it because it looks exactly like wood. It does look like it has a carving of a face here. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you could see the face. But all in all, the detail on this looks very well done. Moving on to the next accessory. So his final accessory that he also comes with, he actually gets 2 of these lightning effects, which is these clear, translucent red-ish gel-like electricity. Obviously, this electricity normally is blue that I remember Raiden. Why it's red in this time, I don't know. I guess it's evil energy, evil electricity, much more harder electricity. Let me know in the comments, guys, on what kind of electricity this is supposed to be. I mean, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. It's just, I stopped at Mortal Kombat 9. I bought 10, but I didn't get into it as much. But Mortal Kombat 9 is where I stopped because Reptile is my favorite character. And obviously in this one, there's no Reptile in Mortal Kombat 11 because he's just too OP. So we could see that each one of these goes on a specific hand because that way it's able to gesture well with the open hands that he has. So I mean, it has some good detail. I mean, you could get some good, you know, effects out of this. You could use this, you know, for a fatality or his win pose, you know, all that stuff. So I feel that this is a good accessory. I mean, this figure retails for about 20 bucks. It's a domestic figure, and you could see that it, you know, works very well with the figure. You know, you're able to get what you need for it. It's an effect piece. Sub-Zero is about to get electrocuted right here, and he comes with a great amount of accessories. I mean, I don't understand why Hasbro can't seem to catch up with this. I mean, McFarlane Toys obviously figured out a way to give you a $20 figure with some effect pieces, interchangeable hands, an accessory. I mean, the only thing is missing is maybe some different faces, but I don't know how McFarlane was able to figure that out. You know, he's detailed very well. They didn't skimp on paint. This is a good, well-rounded figure, in my opinion. You know, just some minor gripes about the paint, but you know, it's in the joints. You can't really complain about that. There are some tight joints though on this figure. So let me go over that real quick with you. So right here, there's actually a bicep swivel, and I can't turn it to save my life, you know, and I don't want to break the figure because I've had about 3 figures break on me in this while we're reviewing. You know, I'll put links of those with the ones that have been broken, and you could take a look at that. But yeah, it's super tight on that bicep swivel, so I really don't want to mess with it. Maybe I'll try the hair dryer technique or the hot water trick, but yeah, that bicep swivel right here is super tight. So it's supposed to rotate, but it doesn't because of how tight it is. You know, so sometimes you got to just kind of wiggle it around. I just heard it pop, so maybe that might be it. So, you know, yeah, it holds up true. It does have 22 points of articulation, which is great. Love it. Let's take a look at the paint detail of the face. We could get this guy a little closer. So you could see that it's Raiden. They pretty much got Raiden in the best light that they could. They were able to sculpt it just right. You got the nice marks of his face to tell that he's older. You have this little chin strap from the costume that he's always worn, this little black ninja mask thingy. I have to say, they captured the likeness of the character from the video game very well. So that pretty much wraps up this review, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about the McFarlane Toys Radien from Mortal Kombat 11. Let me know what you guys actually thought about this figure. I would like to hear it. I want to know if you guys picked it up as well. Also, guys, remember to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers because I have a great giveaway for you guys. My last giveaway didn't do so well because I had 2 people completely flake on me. So what I'm gonna do is the prize that I was gonna do for my giveaway then at 200 subscribers, I'm just gonna package that with my 500 subscriber giveaway. So whoever gets it in the 500 subscriber giveaway will have 2 prizes instead of 1, because obviously some people didn't want free stuff or they thought I was joking, you know. So all my social media stuff is below, guys. I would really like to hear from you. Come check me out. Check out my Instagram, my Facebook, and my Twitter. And I'll see you guys on the next review.